Okay, joined by Niall Ó Ceallacháin, Dublin Senior Hurling manager, after a 9-point win over Carlow this evening here in the Allianz League. Neil, happy man after that result today?
Yeah, in one way, Jerry, definitely pleased after the last couple of weeks to get the points on the board. From a performance side of things, we were good for periods, but we had periods of lulls as well that we need to be a little bit better.
I guess from that point of view, obviously slightly slow start. I guess from one point of view, obviously Carlow scoring a goal pretty early on, and then we came into it in the second quarter. You must be happy with how the guys reacted to that conceding the goal early on. Second quarter obviously pretty well, but third quarter again maybe slowed down a little bit and let Carlow back into the game. Obviously big penalty save from Sean Brennan was maybe a turning point in the game in terms of giving us the momentum to obviously want to win the game in the end.
Yeah, I think you've summarised the game, Jerry, how the game went. I think the early goal came against the run of play probably. But we did respond well, as you said. Basically it was that period of the game that won us the game, that 15 or 20 minutes there. We hurled well for that time, well on top, and did the damage on the actual scoreboard. From half time onwards, we could and should have been a good bit better, and there's a lot to learn from that. There's a lot to learn from that second half.
How important was it to win today? Obviously, two defeats over the past couple of weeks against Offaly and Waterford, and very narrow defeats, but defeats nonetheless. How important was it to get back to winning ways today?
Yeah, no, definitely important. Yeah, no, definitely important. I think we've said we've two aims from this thing: is to be winning games, and then to be looking at players and giving people opportunities and things like that. So, the second had been going well. With the first over the last couple of weeks, we'd obviously had come the wrong side of it. We want to be winning games. Everyone wants to be winning games. So and all that comes from that. Hopefully, and it's our only league game in Parnell here, and hopefully we've good days ahead of us here now in a few weeks' time.
Good to see Sean Brennan back in for his first start of the year. Danny and AJ coming off the bench as well, and obviously Conor McHugh making his debut for the senior inter-county hurlers as well. So again, giving plenty of game time to guys at this stage of the league, and obviously only one more game to come after this. But I guess you're still kind of keeping an eye on players ahead of the championship.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's coming in a bit tighter now. Great to get those lads out and get those lads game time minutes under the belt and get those opportunities there for those boys. There's, I suppose, over the last few weeks that has been a big priority to have those opportunities for lads, and was first day there for Conor and AJ and Sean, a few of them there. Listen, a few of them showed up well, a few of them's good bit to work on too. So we'll see how that goes.
I know you're going to be keeping an eye on the league games. Obviously, the AHL continuing this weekend and continuing on Sunday as well. Some of the guys I'm sure who didn't feature today will be playing for their clubs tomorrow as well. I'm sure you'll be keeping an eye on that, and yourself and the selectors will be out keeping an eye on those guys as well to see how they're getting on for the clubs. Yeah,
no, definitely. Listen, really important. Like everybody who didn't get any, a lot of game time there will be absolutely released to play in the morning there, along with anyone who didn't make the D26. We like to see lads going back to clubs and really leading the charge. I think it says a lot about lads when they go back to the club and really lead the line as regards standards and things like that. So we'll be looking forward to seeing that in the morning, and we will see where we are then.
Yeah, finally just a word on the support. It was a really great support here today. Packed out stand, packed out place here in Parnell Park today for this game. That's really important. You've mentioned that a few times already, but it's going to be really important, obviously for the league, but also big games coming up in Championship here in Parnell Park as well. So great to see that today.
Yeah, no, I tell you, there's a couple of big days ahead here in a few weeks' time in the start of the Leinster Championship, and the Parnell Park here, it can be a fortress for us. Really encourage this, and the lads here are doing. I tell you, they're working extremely hard, and if we can get the grassroots and the clubs really engaged to have this place packed in a few weeks' time, we need to do everything possible. And there's a couple of big days coming here, and we'd certainly really appreciate that.